We're very excited. We have some living legends in the studio with us this morning. You just saw them. But they're here to talk about Hits the Musical.
That's right.
Among many other things, I hope.
Other things, yeah. The show's national tour arrives in New Jersey mañana, tomorrow. Here's some of what you can expect. All right, now I'm hyped, and I want to find a song that I sing on the finale of the show. The show's co-executive producers are joining us right now in the studio. Grammy-winning icon Dionne Warwick, along with her son, Grammy-winning producer Damon Elliott. Buenos dias to both of you.
And the same to you.
It's a lot, right? It's a whole lot.
Oh my goodness.
Damon, when we just showed that clip, you went, "Ooh!" You had a
Every
reaction.
time I see these kids dancing and singing, it's just they're just the energy.
Yeah.
I'm up now.
Yeah.
It's early and I'm up. I'm ready for a show.
And imagine being live in the audience for that tomorrow. Oh my
yeah.
God, Bergen Pack, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. How did you both get involved with this project?
He did it.
Yeah, I guess I did.
He did it.
I got my manager, Grace, is really dear friends with, she's standing off
Hey,
camera.
Grace.
Hi, Grace.
With Bob, Grease, and Cynthia, and they're the creators of the show. And she said, you guys got to fly down and check these kids out. And I said, okay, I'm going to bring Mom, and I hope they're good.
Oh,
because if not, it's going to be a long flight back. And thank God they were absolutely amazing. They floored us. It was a rehearsal, and we both were cheering and jumping up and down in our seats. And Mom said to me, we got, I'm in. I said, what? But she doesn't endorse anything.
Well, she should.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, you know, from that moment on, it just became magic. And now here we are with these babies.
Yeah, they're wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I've seen a lot of talented kids.
Sure.
But never. I mean, I really, every time I think about them, I get tongue-tied.
Oh
I really
gosh.
do. I can't say enough about them.
Yeah.
Excellent show.
Which is a lot coming from one Dionne Warwick, and I was hoping that the plane ride was not going to be a long one home.
Yeah.
What was it specifically about these young performers that made you tongue-tied, that made you sort of take a breath and say, holy smokes, because you have experienced a lot.
Yeah, I have. That's true. There's 29 kids, aged 10 to 22.
Oh my gosh.
And the talent that comes out of these kids, not only singing, speaking, dancing, instrumentally, it's just amazing the amount of superbness.
Yeah.
That's the word that comes to mind immediately. That I sat and saw. And they're doing things that, well, I mean, they have the name of the show is Hits.
Yes.
Right? It's the correct name.
Correct.
These are all hits.
There we go.
Every single song has been and will always be a hit.
5 decades.
Five.
5
Oh my
decades.
God.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a show where you're not going to be sitting in your seat.
No, you're not.
You're going to be standing up the whole time.
Yes,
You know, it's one of those shows where it's like, you know, there's something for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Literally, from the 60s, 70s, 80s,
Oh my
90s,
gosh.
and current. And so musically, like through the 60s, I'm looking over at Mom, the 70s, and I'm staring at her, she's grooving, and then the Marvin Gaye comes out, and the mom is like, oh. But what's wild is, you've got like a 13-year-old or 14-year-old singing, or a 10-year-old singing these songs that are like James Brown and Marvin Gaye.
They weren't even born yet.
But the way they interpret it, you know, it's just like, it's...
That's magic.
Like they were there.
Right.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Right.
But you had your start at a very young age, too, and I know it came from the gospel background when you, I believe, 6 years old, and your grandfather said, get up here,
Yeah, he did.
sing. And so you're kind of going back to your gospel roots now with this new record you have out with Dolly Parton. Excuse me, the 1-2 punch, Dolly and Dionne.
Peace like a river, the double barrel, as we call them. Auntie D and Mama D, you know what I'm saying?
Auntie D and Mama D.
Wow.
We do have a clip. Let's take a little listen.
Or a look.
Yes, he is.
In desperation,
Oh, yeah.
comfort to the soul and mind.
Well, he's our guide and our connection.
stars watch themselves.
Oh, well, I'm watching Mama.
You're watching Mama Star, and what was your
those two
reaction?
Oh, beautiful. I'm very proud of this video. We worked really hard on this video, and it came out great. So, yeah. It's a love project for sure. We're having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. She's a peach.
She
really is. She is. She's I call her a hoot.
A hoot.
She's a hoot. I can only
Funny as all get out. I mean, this woman is hysterical.
Yeah.
But she's such a sweetheart. So kind, very giving. She's a wonderful lady. I like her a lot.
How many times did you have to rehearse to get the shot? I always hear.
We had 3 hours to get the whole video, so there was no.
Wow.
It was literally.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yes, it was. Listen,
Well, you know, you're working with professionals.
Well,
That's
yes.
right. One take wonder. Right.
Right. Yeah.
And y'all look good up there on that stage together.
Yeah.
Real good.
Thank you.
So this is from your upcoming album, Songs of Inspiration.
Yeah.
When is the full album coming out?
Well, we're in the throes of recording now.
Yeah.
So once it's finished, I'd say about a month or two after.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mixed and mastered and
And the
Yeah.
magic
There we go.
happens.
did everybody.
Just trying to find time in between Mom's busy schedule in the air
Right.
to get her to land and record a little bit, but we're working. So.
Yeah, and now what's it like? You produced the song to work alongside with your mom in these creative and amazingly creative endeavors.
It's amazing. I mean, listen, the only difference is I produce a lot of projects, right? But the difference between this is I just call her mommy, and she's, like literally I had to grow a little, backbone at first. I was like, wait a minute, I'm producing my mom.
Yeah.
Oh. But she's given me the pass to do so. She said I earned the right. So
Well,
Look at you.
sure.
here we are.
No
Yeah,
freebies.
That's it.
No.
All right,
At all.
So just between us girls, how good is he? Does
He honed his craft to the point that he's able to produce me, so that should say something.
There you go.
Oh, it does.
And are you ever, Mommy, another take, give me a little bit more grit.
Yeah.
Give me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And does she ever clap back? Because we know.
Well, all artists do.
Her New Jersey comes out.
Oh yeah.
We've seen her Twitter.
Oh yeah.
We know you made those
Always.
T-shirts that told Bergerac,
right.
"Don't tell me stop smoking."
Listen, if you want to know the truth, ask Mama, and if you don't ask Mom.
Don't ask
That's
questions
it.
you don't want the
It's
answers.
true.
That's right.
I love that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Always been that way, though. Yeah, why should it be any other way?
Yeah.
That's it.
Amen. I love that.
Yeah.
I do, too.
Yeah. Can we talk about your Twitter?
Please.
Because
Yeah.
it stops us in our tracks. What is happening in this giant brain of yours? The wit and the humor. I mean,
Well, I love to laugh.
Yeah.
I think that's the healthiest thing anybody can do.
yeah.
And I love poking fun. And what I'm thrilled about is that it's taken that way.
Right.
Everybody says, "Oh, she's only having a good time." That's all.
Yeah.
Because you're being you. You're being authentic.
Yeah, I always have been. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who else I would want to be. I like me.
I'd like to be you too.
I don't think Mom. I don't think she really realized the power of Twitter and of her reach, because when she first started tweeting, through the pandemic, she learned about Twitter, and I had actually not used the app for quite some time, and I get woken up one morning by a friend of mine. He goes, "What's going on with your mom?" And I said, I'm like, what happened to my mom?
okay?
Is she okay?
God.
He goes, "What's up with your mom?" I'm like, "Well, what did she do?" So he's like, "You got to go on Twitter," and I'm like, "Twitter? What's my password?"
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
So I log on and I see the tweet
Yeah.
to Chance the Rapper, and I'm like,
Why not?
Mom, what? And then the weekend, I'm like, huh? And then these are friends of mine, so I'm getting calls. Abel calls me
Oh my
with my friend Larry
Abel.
Jackson.
They're like,
He's like,
"Damon, what's up with
He's
Mom?"
like, I think your mom tweeted me, and I'm like, huh? What? And so I called Mom. She's like, yeah, I'm having fun doing this. And then
You know
I
what?
thought I'd put a tweet out. I have 5 followers, but I put a tweet out saying, Mom, that's it. I'm taking your phone away, and I'm gonna get you a flip phone. And the whole community just
Forget
Outrage.
it.
what
It
shut
blew up.
me down. I got cyberbullied. It was. I said, Mom, look at you. And she said she's taking away the key to the house, and it
That's
went
it.
viral. And
Don't
there we
take away
go.
her Twitter.
Oh no, I promise I will not do so.
We need it. We need that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree.
Yeah,
I do.
We need that comic relief in this
I
world
retract
today.
my statement publicly here in New York.
You heard it here.
Live.
Live. Okay?
Thank you both so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
It's a real pleasure and honor to meet you both. Congratulations on everything you're doing.
And
Finishing
that
the
you
album.
continue to do, please.
Continue to
What a career.
Yeah, I got enough time to rest.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank
We
you.
love it. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, Hits the Musical.
That's right.
Comes to the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Englewood, New Jersey. Oh, the
There you
town where I
go.
was born.
There you
Englewood,
go.
New Jersey. Okay, for more information, you can go to thehitstour.com.
When are you coming to the Bronx? That's my
I
hometown.
don't know.
Okay.
That's the Bronx.
I'm Dionne, listen, you come with this around the way, girl. I'm a big girl.
There you
I
go.
love
She's a
it.
big
No
They
girl.
will roll
filter.
out the red
That's my
carpet.
Jersey. That's my fellow Jersey girl right there.
They will roll out the red carpet, and if they don't,
They come to you.
They got
There
this
you
one
go.
to deal with.
All
pa que
right.
tú sepas, muchacha.